Hello? Bear with me a second, guys. Why is it not? Uh, coming out the gate rough this evening, ain't we? There we are. How's everybody doing tonight? I ain't been on in the PM in a minute. Um, as you can see, Brandie is not with us currently. Big mix up in plans this evening. Baseball practice got pushed back because the boys' basketball team went to state today. And like the kids, if they went to the basketball game, they could miss school. So they all took that option. Apparently, there was like 6 buses going to state. Kick that ass too, won by 8 points. Go Beavers. How's everybody doing? Single Mama 4, Nani Tina, Messy Jessie, Suzette. I got all the OGs here tonight. Bonnie Bailey, sup? Wow, it feels comfy already. With all you guys here. You want to see something funny? I got something funny, and I was thinking, I probably ain't gonna play it because people don't know me and Brandie that good. They won't get the gist of the joke, and it'll be boring to them. I've got it queued up though. If I'm going to play it, I got to play it before Brandie gets here because she'll get mad. Because I managed to film her in her natural habitat, putting on makeup. She didn't know it, and I had the selfie stick acting like I was just goofing off, and I managed to get some footage. I think it's good stuff. I don't know. I missed you all very much, but glad you're back. We've been back for a minute. Where all y'all been? I'm here every Monday. Every Monday. I don't know. I can't decide if I should play it, but what time is it? Oh, she could be here any time. I'm gonna skip it. Don't y'all bring it up, okay? Good to see y'all. How's everybody's week been so far? Good. Me and Brandie was talking about we wanted to do a PM live on what we could do it about. I mean, we noticed, man, there is justice for many people, hopefully, on the way. Do y'all realize that? Do y'all know how many court cases are beginning in the next few months or already in the preliminary stages or any of that? We won't tell. I can't. Nah. I'd be one of them things that could be bad. I don't know. Probably should. Probably shouldn't. Lots of court cases, though. Lots of them. And I've thought about this too. I'm not, for the last time, I have used the Idaho guy's picture. I'm not doing that anymore. And I'm not even going to say his name. Because out of all these people that we're going to go through that are coming up on trial, I believe he's enough of a sick, you know what, that he may be doing it for the publicity, for the attention, for the people to mention his name. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I'm just checking my phone real quick. When Brandie's out, I got to keep an eye on things. You never know with her. What that's all about. Okay. But God, I forgot where it's at. And then somebody even added in one I didn't know about, but I guarantee a lot of y'all will. We'll add it in here for to make the list more complete. Megan Boswell, and I'm sure many of y'all know Megan Boswell. Does anybody know when that they have their next court proceeding? And we'll go ahead and throw it in that way. It's added too. I didn't think about it because it seems like there's been such a gap in when she was arrested to her trial. Hi, Josephine. Good morning to all you beautiful people from the Philippines. Hello, guys. Hi, Josephine. Good to see you. Mary Grace, great to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Gannon. there's another one. Y'all go ahead and Google these and start finding me some answers so we can add this to the it'll be in our video for the rewatch game. And we'll go over all these because there is a ton of them going to be going on, and a lot of them are starting really soon. We'll start with the Idaho 4. That the next scheduled court proceeding is going to be in June, and that's for you know who, the guy who we will not speak his name anymore because I think, like I said, out of all these sickos, I think he's one that might have done it potentially. That'd be a big part of the reason. I don't know the next court proceedings, but Boswell's case is pushed back till February of 2025. Ah, really? What gets it pushed back that far? It's amazing that some people, but you know, she's in jail and ain't gonna be out of jail, I wouldn't think. So I guess it doesn't really matter to her. John Davis True Crime just looked up Megan Boswell trial isn't until February 25. All right, guys, February 25 for the Boswell case. But wow, that's almost 2 years. That's amazing. Okay. Has anybody seen the Gannon Staunch? It'd be Letitia Staunch. Is it Staunch? Staunch? Who is going to be on trial. And I tell you what, her thing, if y'all have seen any of her in court, she's a troubled person. I think she still very much should be facing trial because you can tell she knows right from wrong. Because she lied her ass off. She made up a ton of shit. She covered it for a minute before she finally got busted. Starts the 20th. Is that of this month? Tina? Does Letitia start the 20th of this month? That's something I might get into that, man. Because she kind of, yes, okay, wow. Wow, okay. So that's the 20th of this month, which is 5 days. March 20th? Yeah. So March 20th for Gannon. Wow. March 20th is going to be a busy day. Wait till y'all hear the rest of these. There's more of those that go with March 20th, too. A status hearing is scheduled for April 21st, 2023 for Megan Boswell. Status hearing. Yeah, okay. We'll add that in, too. I'm going to put something together. April 21st, 2023. April. Wow. So there's something for April because April was kind of bare so far. But seems like Megan Boswell's trial is not starting any earlier than a couple of years from now. So that stinks. Gannon Stotch, he was a little boy. The mom ended up taking his remains way off from where that happened. And it was the stepmom. If y'all haven't seen that, look up some of her videos on YouTube, some of her interviews. Oh, and she'll sit there. I remember one of them stuck out to me bad. She was like, she said, when it comes back and I'm clear to all this, everybody's going to be kissing my butt and forgiving me and it's going to owe me. And it was, she's another one that I got the West vibe from, like Jacqueline and Trezell. They give the vibe, and she gives the same vibe of just so guilty and like in another world that they think the story they're telling is believable. The West parents are the 20th of March. Where did I get that at? Yeah, jury selection, March 20th for the West parents. Well, I wouldn't even call them that. No, the 20th of March for Jacqueline and Trezell. You know, them two. I tell you, they are as bad as it gets. There's a picture of the infamous press conference. So there's a starting on March the 20th. I know that's when we have jury selection. So it I don't know. We're going to see. They're saying a lot of what they got against them is I think one of the other kids has told a story about what he's seen, and I think that's a lot of the evidence against them. But I think there's a ton of it because I think I think they've got a lot because they put it together pretty good. Basically, that they knew it was months before, so they've got all this surveillance footage, and the boys ain't on none of that. So that tells a huge story in itself. I think the thing about that too is, though, I really feel like, and I'm not no expert on the case, but I know people that are, and I think they agree that grandma of the Wests, she should probably have some kind of charges coming her way too, because I'm really confident she helped cover that shit up. You know, very confident of that. I hope they get well, I just hope they get what's coming to them, and if that happens, then justice will be served because what should be coming to them should be as bad as what they did. And they went that extra mile. There's other kids involved in that, and around that. That and that's they talk about aggravated is extenuous circumstances. That should be aggravated times two, in my opinion. When you involve children in something that heinous, and we don't even know exactly what it was, but we know they're not here anymore, and the children know it too. So they witnessed something. Are you thinking of running a trial stream? I don't know, man. See, I have to look into how that works. That could be fun. A lot of that's hard for me to understand, though, when it gets into some of the jargon. I don't know how good I'd be at that, but I would definitely like to see some of those. I don't know which ones. I know they were talking about, because I've been looking these up all day for trial dates. And which one was it? They were talking about one. I think it was the Delphi case. They're arguing about what access to have to the actual trial. But yeah, so we went ahead and got them out of the way. The Wests are March 20th. That's jury selection's what I have. But regardless, that's their next court date. So we should have, we'll update after that because there is a lot going down March 20th and the 23rd. Because now we're hearing Letitia's trial starts the 20th. So there's jury selection for Jacqueline and Trezell. Letitia Stotch is the 20th. Sarah Wondra happens to have a competency hearing on the 20th. And Sarah Wondra, for those of you that do not know, is currently the only person that's been arrested in any kind of connection to Michael Mott. And she's currently going through mental evaluations, and her next one is going to be March 20th, 9 a.m. It's called a status hearing, and that will see if she's back to being competent enough to face the charges that have came against her. March 20th is going to be wild with all that going on. It's like all of them are getting theirs at the same time, I hope. Sarah Wondra is out there. She needs mental testing. Yeah, she needs something really bad. Hi, Tennessee Blonde. Long time no see. Connie Adams. Hi. Um, Sarah Wondra's creepy though, man. I tell you though, I said it when I seen it. I made a video about it. To me, when she's doing that one TikTok with Michael's picture on the refrigerator, I think to me it looks like she's framing it that way on purpose. I know it's creepy to say that, but I'm telling you, I'm a big conspiracy theory person, but damn, it's like for a big part of that, it is framed in perfect. And I almost think she did that on purpose. Did they know for sure that that lady done something with Michael Monkey Vaughn? They know that she knows what was done to him or happened to him. Her charge is helping conceal a death. So she and I actually have, oh good, I even forgot about that. I have an article on her. It happens too. We'll look at that real quick because that talks about something she said um, in the beginning that I thought was weird, and I've seen this a couple times. She did say it. I want to read it to y'all because I think it's really weird what she said. Let me find it. One second. Bear with me, folks. Dun, 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 dun. Bear with me. Here it is. So it says Sarah Wondra, the woman accused of failing to notify police of Michael Vaughn's death, did not appear in court on Monday as scheduled. Wondra is currently being evaluated by the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare for competency to stand trial. By law, the court must check in with defendants every 90 days to avoid people being lost in the system while awaiting trial. IDHW reports that Wondra's evaluation is ongoing. Her next hearing is scheduled for March 20th. A preliminary hearing was scheduled for Tuesday, but with Wondra still under evaluation, the hearing has been postponed until IDHW can complete its evaluation. Oh man, I thought I seen something else with that. Hold on. Well, maybe not. Anyway, that's kind of where we're at with her. I could have swore though I read something today, and I don't know exactly where it is, but it stated that when she was arrested, she was saying that Stacy had something to do with it, and Stacy's her husband. I'll find that next time I come on. I'll show y'all that. It's weird the things she said. It's like either she is crazy or she was setting it up from the jump. I think, especially the way it seemed. I thought it was really weird. Howdy from West Virginia. Hi, Angie Davis. How you doing? Donna Bayhurst. Hi. Single Mom 4, Mary Grace. Bonnie Bailey. Single Mom 4, Mary Grace. Hi. What's up? Hey, y'all. But Sarah Wondra, I don't know, man. I think it's gotten real touchy now to where people are like, well, it's a mental health thing. But, the way I read the law, it is if you know right from wrong, then you're guilty of committing a crime. And I think she probably meets that, I would think. That's just my opinion. But that was her. Another March 20th to go along with Jacqueline and Trezell West and Letitia Stotch. Man. I tell y'all, if y'all remember Letitia, she's creepy. Then we got somebody that I hadn't heard about in a while. I hadn't heard nobody bring her up, but she's getting ready to come up. And that is Leilani Simon. And she is scheduled for March 23rd to have an arraignment hearing. Now, I think I'm correct. I'm pretty sure an arraignment is where they much tell the charges against her and she pleads and they go from there. Y'all can tell me if that's wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And that happens March 23rd. So all this is like a week away from going down. All this. It's amazing. That goes to show you, though. I think a lot of times we get focused on all this that the police haven't solved, and when you stop to think about it and look at it, they have solved a hell of a lot lately, though, man. Like they've gotten all these are coming to trial. All these people are at least going to get, some form of punishment. Saying World of Beauty, Tara, hi, what's up? Carrie, hi, how you doing? Leilani, she's messed up, and hope they lock her up. Yeah. Thought I heard that Leilani Simon may be getting released. That's crazy if it's true. I don't know. I haven't heard that. When I was looking it up, there wasn't much on the Leilani Simon and all that from recent. That's the newest thing I found was that she was having her hearing on March 23rd, 3 days after all the others. It's gonna be wild. All that going down at the same time. That it took a while to find him, but that we can all say what we want, but law enforcement pulled that one out too. It was looking kind of iffy there for a while, and I'm one of them. I think sometimes I might even give law enforcement too hard of a time because they had a incredibly hard job searching that landfill. Just doing that out there in the heat, knowing what you're looking for, that's got to be an amazing undertaking. But in the end, they got it done, and hopefully little Quentin Simon's going to get justice. Let's hope. And let's hope it starts on the 23rd for Leilani. There's another one. We done her. We done Sarah. We talked about Megan Boswell. I didn't even think about her till we done started, and we all determined hers isn't until February of 25, but there's some pre-trial stuff April 21st. I tell you what, she's something else. And then we talked about Letitia Stutch. Now we'll move on to this one is probably one of the most how should I put this, rewarding of the trials that's coming up. And her name don't get brought up a lot, and I haven't heard it in quite a while. Who knows who this guy is right here? Can anybody tell me who that is? Let's see if y'all know who that is. So this trial is going to start in August. Sorry if someone already asked you, but are you going to follow the Brian K. case if it goes to trial? Yes. Brandie's really been following that a lot, so we'll probably will. Okay. Y'all do know Harmony's dad, Anna Montgomery, Harmony and Montgomery's dad. Yes. This one, man, to me is just so rewarding, because I tell you, I look at that guy right there and he makes me sick. You can look at him, man, and he's he's probably an intimidating guy. And then you think when you're a little girl and that dude, what he did, and this was his daughter. That's one reason me and Brandie talk about sometimes it's almost like there has to be a devil that's getting in these people to cause them to do the things they're doing. I just can't imagine it. Every one of them coming up needing to fry. Yeah, man, and it's a list of worst of the worst that I've already went through with y'all. I don't feel sorry for any one of them, and I hope they all really get it. Uh, it's just disgusting, you know. Which one are y'all looking the most forward to? Do you have one? Mine is Adam Montgomery getting. I hope he gets whatever the most you can get in his state is. I hope that's exactly what he gets. He's a bad dude. A bad person, man. He's got all kinds of other charges before that. Vallow. Yeah, we'll add that in for prosperity for everybody that rewatches. When somebody, I know there's got to be a Vallow expert in the crowd. What's going on with the Vallow thing? Like I said, now Adam Montgomery, his trial and his biggest charge is second-degree murder, and it's going to start in August of 2023, and that's for his daughter Harmony Montgomery, who was missing for 2 years about before anybody reported her missing. And it's amazing that they were able to make an arrest in that case, with being 2 years behind the 8 ball of even knowing the kid was missing. And shame on everybody that was close to Harmony for not getting an alarm sounded way earlier than that. You know, mine is Brian K. Yeah, I can understand that. I think he's probably got a lot of people wanting the worst for him. The judge separated Vallow from Daybell, so separate trials. I don't think Vallow Daybell trials will be available to watch. They want media recording their trials. I'm in a little late. Anything on either of the Athenas? No, I don't do. I'm not sure about the Athenas. We're doing trial dates for numerous people. Lori's goes first. Do you know when Lori starts? Hi, Jeannie, 2521. This is Jesse. What about there goes Mommy Tina? I don't know. I wasn't that much into the Vallow thing because I don't know. I thought that the stuff with her husband after learning about how all that went down, I feel really bad for that guy because Lori Vallow's husband really did try to get somebody's attention to what was going on from what I've seen. I think Lori's is either this month or next month. I hear that Brian K is watching news updates on himself. Yes, I would guarantee he is. That's why I'm not going to show his anymore because, like I said, out of all of them, I swear I think he's the one that's probably the most into seeing himself out there, you know. But if you have the Daybells, man, it's crazy. There's going to be something every day of some scumbag getting theirs, hopefully. Still very curious about what happened to Michael Von Monkey, but I have a very unpopular opinion about that case. Carrie, I wonder too, and I'm just really nervous about that situation because I'm just scared that somebody could have. I'm hoping there's more than just somebody's statement that they got because you know that Stacey Wondra with her mental health, it's hard to tell what she is capable of, and I would guarantee you lying is probably one of them. Who knows though? We don't know what they know, and my only thing about that is I feel like Brandie Neal seems to trust in what they have, so hopefully, you know, they have what they need. But I think it's troublesome. To me, it's odd that she's the only one that's been arrested, and it's been that span of time, because I really didn't get the feeling that anybody was saying that she was the mastermind. You know, I really got the feeling like her charge is, failure to report a death, or whatever. And I felt like there's got to be somebody higher, and when are they getting charged? Because it seems like they went through the four people. Carol Smith, I said, because we've been going over trial dates, that on March 20th was Jacqueline and Trezell. They had jury selection. Is that the next court date? Is that right? JJ so cute, and Tally had her whole life ahead of her. Yeah, it was sad too, man. And that Lori, man, I almost wonder if she didn't 100% believe in all that craziness she was talking. I really think she believed in this Armageddon stuff and all. I'm sure there's people who know it a lot better than I do, but hold on, I will look and I will send you the info. I'm pretty confident that's it. Jury selection on the 20th. But that's a ton, man, of trials that's going down right soon. A ton of them. She's worse than evil. Yeah, she's scared of evil. I believe Lori 100% did believe in that nonsense. I do too. I'll agree with that. Like I said, I'm no expert on it, but the things I've seen about it, and I really feel like that her husband 100% believed she believed it. If that makes sense. I believe he knew that, she was believing all that stuff. I don't know how you could live anywhere be around her at all, because, it was convincing that she believed all this wild stuff. And I'm just twisted up about what happened to the brother. That's what just seemed wild to me. Chad and Lori are serial killers. They left a bunch of dead in their path. Yeah. Absolutely. I didn't get into that case either, John. I did. I know limited about everything, because Brandie, she was really into that, and she knew a lot about it. I thought I thought it was obvious, though. My biggest take out of everything I seen was I just felt so bad for that husband, man, because he tried to get help. He knew that she had a real problem, and it seemed like, he didn't get taken seriously. I agree 100% also, and they both had stuff done to her husband and Chad's wife also, besides those beautiful kids. See, what gets me is Alex, though. Right? Alex is the brother, and he's the one that killed Charles. And I thought that was so wild that he ended up dying, but I don't know. It just seems like that is such a huge coincidence. Thanks for being here, John. I feel like I'm hanging out with an old friend, been watching for a long time. Well, thank you, Carrie. Thank you for being here. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I'm sorry our schedule got messed up. Brandie should be here, but like I said, when you got kids in sports, man, and doing other stuff, it's hectic every day. There's never a day off. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Jury selection, March 20 to 24th, but I sent you the calendar that was made with all the dates on everything to Facebook Messenger. Thank you, Carol. Jury selection, that's a big part of it, man. I always worry though, because I always think there's going to be these people in the jury that have this hatred of seeing anybody go to jail or something and want to be, oh, you know what I'm talking about. Be some kind of activist in the group and be like, oh, I cannot stand to see him capital punishment and just screw out the whole trial. Yep, if those cops would have done something about her when he called them, lives could have probably been saved. Suzette, I agree, man. I don't, and like I said, that was the thing that stuck with me. Out of anything I seen about that, it was Lori Vallow's husband trying to get help, and it just didn't happen. Alex ingested some poison that they didn't test for. In my opinion, Lori was into some pretty witchy stuff. Who knows, man? You know? Who knows? No worries, kids first, John. That's exactly right. And thank y'all for understanding. Because it is rough, man. I mean, I think a lot of people think that we don't have, you know, a situation of it's really hard to find time to do lives when you got 3 kids and they play sports in school and stuff and everything, you know. Because I don't like them. I really don't like talking about all this negative stuff around them anyway, you know. They know there's bad people out there, but I don't want them to be scared constantly. But that's where Brandy's at anyway. Caught a cold sober killing it. It sounds like she's home. This is where it could get hairy. Depends on how the practice went. Chase is in a bad mood. I'll have to remind him I'm in here on a live, so he ain't raising Cain. Does anybody, did we decide Lori's trial is right damn soon and Chad's is to follow? Is that the way we understand it? That's like, I'm sorry, it's gonna. John, y'all are human and babies come first. We love y'all. Thank you, Mary. Pretty sure we all understand. Thank you, Jesse. I think some have turned state witness on them. Her niece, Melanie Gibbs, and Alex's wife. We will see when the trial starts. Her niece, Melanie Gibbs. I've heard of her. That's the one she got asked her to say that she had Tylee and JJ, wasn't it? Is that who that Melanie Gibbs is? Somebody answer. Brandie, do you know that?
What?
In the Lori Vallow thing, was Melanie Gibbs the
That's
woman?
her cousin.
Is that the one that?
No, that's not her friend. That's the friend you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's her cousin.
Opening statements is March 28th on the boys' case.
She was in the cult too.
Wow.
No.
March 28th. Wow. So I guess it's a week for jury selection and then opening statements.
Apparently, Chase just got out 30 minutes late.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of figured that. How that would go.
I was explaining to everybody that we actually did have it lined up right. It's just things got moved around because of the state championship basketball team we got up there kicking all that ass, right?
Yeah, and Chase didn't know how long practice was, apparently.
You coming in to say hi?
Yeah.
I done been through the whole list. Now we added people or trials that are starting.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that list I have now.
Cool.
But I decided we're not saying his name anymore.
Who?
Him, because I was telling him I think he's the only one on that list that would really want his name said.
Oh,
Might
yeah.
have had part of the reason that he did what he did.
We call him Bushy Eyebrows Guy. That's a good name for
You
him.
need to give him an awesomely bad moniker that he'd be known for that instead.
Who else is on the list? Adam, yeah, Montgomery, Jack.
Browse.
Who's Leilani? Oh, never mind. It's Leilani.
Bushwick Bry.
Leilani. Delphi. Yeah, the Delphi case. I forgot about that one. That's a big one. Right?
Yeah, I think I gained some information on some of those.
See, many heads is better than one, two.
Yeah, see, I forgot all about Megan Boswell.
Oh,
That
yeah.
don't start till February of 2025.
What? How'd she get that far out?
I don't know. She has a hearing though on the 21st of April. Did you realize Letitia Stotch starts March 20th?
No.
Gannon, remember Gannon?
Yeah. Poor little Gannon.
I hope they get her ass, don't you?
God, a lot of these are women. These women are evil, aren't they?
Jamie Loy says, when is Leilani's trial? Jamie Loy, let me answer that. We got all that. Leilani is March 23rd. She has an arraignment hearing. Arraignment hearing, in my understanding, is when you like plead and then they tell you what's next for trial, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, she's gonna blame it on drugs. I have a feeling. Because she said she went to the drug dealer right before that happened. So she'll try to blame it. I was high and I forgot what I was doing or didn't know what I was doing and killed him.
You think that's what she said?
Probably.
What her plan is?
I don't know what other kind of defense she would have, really. So her story sucked from the very beginning.
Hey, pretty Brandie.
Hey. Who is that?
Single Mom 04.
Single Mom 04. I'm blind. I couldn't see that.
Brandie can't see that far. She's a whole 2 feet from the screen.
Without contacts in. I don't have them in. I should have them in.
We had a good show. Look at all the headway I made on all the dates.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I didn't actually get a whole lot of responses, but everybody, I think, is about the most pumped to see Adam Montgomery get his.
Yeah, he's an evil man.
Ain't he?
Just the list. He has a list of stuff he's done over and over. Offender, violator, beater, drug
I was showing
user.
his picture of him. Look at him, man. He's just a rough, mean-looking individual.
Yeah, he looks rough too, definitely. Poor little Harmony. She didn't deserve any of that.
You know, and you want to really get mad?
Yeah.
Let me share something with y'all real quick. I forgot I even had this one. But what it describes this dude as. I don't know. My phone never does that except when we're live.
That was mine.
I know, but I was just saying it's usually mine. Father of 5-year-old Harmony Montgomery indicted on second-degree murder and other charges. Adam Montgomery, the father of missing 5-year-old Harmony Montgomery, has been indicted by a New Hampshire grand jury on a second-degree murder charge in her death, according to court documents. Last week's indictment accuses him of repeatedly striking Harmony Montgomery on the head with a closed fist, causing her death.
Wow. So that's how she...
That's what the indictment says the manner was.
No, but they got that confession from the girlfriend, probably. Is that what you think, maybe?
I don't know, man. That's just...
That's a horrible way to die, isn't
yes,
it?
it is.
Over and over.
And it shows what an animal he is, too. Grand jurors also allege Adam Montgomery, 33, falsified physical evidence and tampered with witnesses and informants.
He's probably kind of...
and, of course, they reached out to his attorney, didn't hear nothing back.
He's threatening them, probably.
Adam Montgomery destroyed, concealed, or hid Harmony's body between December 7th, 2019 and March 4th, 2020, preventing authorities from conducting a proper investigation, the Attorney General said last year.
That's 4 months. You think they would know where her body is? At least if the girlfriend's coming and talking about everything, she probably would know unless he moved her. Is it girlfriend or... Yeah, it's girlfriend. They weren't married or fiance.
No.
Were they married?
It'd be stepmom, because it was Kayla Montgomery.
Oh.
Right?
So not girlfriend, it's wife. I forgot. I didn't know if they were married or not. So
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So yeah, it's wife. I say girlfriend. I was talking about Kayla. She should have charges too for letting that happen and not going to the police. You know? You would think.
I'm thinking she's the one that did.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking she's probably the one they're referring to when they're saying he was threatening an informant or something like that. I'm thinking it's probably her. And I'm thinking the reason that we're where we're at is because of her. I think when she got them other charges, they was like, look, you can go to jail for an assload of time, or
you can work with us.
You can work with us, put Adam up the river, and we'll talk about it.
And she's like, yeah, that's a good deal. I'm safe, you know. He scares me anyways, probably. So
exactly. That's why I'm surprised. I'm not going to mention any names, but other couples haven't sold one another out yet.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
Other cases we know, I'm surprised that hasn't happened. And it makes you wonder, is that a sign that maybe they're not as guilty? Because she threw Adam's ass right down the river. They was like, look, you're in deep shit. You're going to be in jail for a minute. Mm-hmm. What are you going to do?
All right.
Right?
Yeah, I feel kind of bad because Michael Vaughn case, the parents kind of look suspicious to me, but I guess they didn't have nothing to do with it. I kind of feel bad now. A lot of people thought that.
Yeah, I feel bad too because I don't think they did. I think this Wondra group, whatever they were up to, I think it is what's happened.
Yeah.
I still don't know if we know what they were up to, but I'm thinking we should find out.
John said it had a good idea. Well, maybe a good idea. Like he got ran over by one of them accidentally, and they tried to cover it up. So I don't know.
I think it could have been anything as simple as that to something more nefarious. I think the living situation in that house was extremely weird.
Yeah.
To have a married couple and then just two random dudes staying there.
Felons too. Both of them had a list of different charges, right?
Yeah.
So that is weird.
I think everybody's kind of worried about the Michael Vaughn situation because there's still Sarah Wondra's the only one that's been charged with anything.
Yeah, I for sure thought they would find something in that yard. They were spending like weeks investigating in that yard, digging up everything, you know. And then I was kind of let down. They didn't find nothing. So, or maybe they did find something, but we just don't know about it.
Kayla Montgomery was the stepmother of Harmony.
Okay, yeah. So I was saying girlfriend, but stepmom.
Monkey's case should teach us a lesson in blaming based upon rumors and human behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna miss them when you do that. You know, there's gonna be people that just. And I never kind of said anybody did anything. My only problem was I thought Tyler should have been the one out talking instead of her because she wasn't there. He was. He should have been explaining what happened. Was my issue.
Yeah. Then you have to think, well, Candace and Dawn, they really don't know what's going on. You gotta really think about it, you know?
Yeah. And I hope, you know, like behind the scenes, he's really is supporting her a lot because I've seen her in interviews lately and she looks like she's been through a lot, you know, and I'm sure she has because she explained it as like when it come out that, you know, this Sarah Wondra stuff and all this, that it was all like starting over. And I could see how it could feel like that, you know?
Yeah.
I feel really bad for him. Really bad.
Yeah.
And,
she had hope before, but she lost that hope.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and the reason I kind of feel good about that though is she seems to have a lot of hope in what the police have got and what's going on.
There's probably a lot more than what we know.
Yeah. Hi, Lip Lock No More.
Hello. Good evening.
Tyler did make himself look bad. Yes. And Thank you. I still say, and I think even now, it wouldn't hurt him to be out there doing some of the talking for her. Give her a break,
Yeah.
share some of that,
Yeah, that's a lot on her.
Yeah, it's gotta be a lot. And that was my only issue,
Yeah.
And I just really hope though that ever every person that was involved in whatever happened, gets it put out, gets known
Yeah, I agree too.
what
Definitely.
they've done.
Yeah, it's awful thinking like a half a mile down the road, everybody's searching for Michael, then they know what happened to him, that close to where he lived. Not very far at all.
And I tell you, man, in that TikTok, she is framing that picture of him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it's creepy.
Yeah, it is. A lot of people notice that.
Hey, yo, this video is like 3 minutes long, but I want y'all to watch this.
That's even creepier if you think about it,
I'm gonna play it for them. Y'all take a look at it and tell me what you think. When I look at Sarah Wondra, I see somebody that looks disturbed to me.
Mad at the world.
Yeah, I can understand. I think she's just mean mugging for the people on Cell Block D.
Yeah, she might be.
She don't act like that in some of the other stuff we've seen.
No.
Brandie, you've seen the TikToks.
They're very strange, some of them. A lot of them she's singing, a lot of it's about worshiping God and stuff. But then there's one, fire, Michael Vaughn on the refrigerator.
So I just want to tell you that, sorry, I'm really tired, and I'm going to tell you I've had no energy lately, much, but God's bigger than your storm or your disease or whatever's going on, so I'm living proof of that because I'm diabetic. And my blood sugar, according to these things, have been almost consistently between like 300, sometimes even up to 600.
Right here, it looks like she's framing it in the shot to me. What do you think?
I agree.
Look at that.
It's close up, then all of a sudden you see the fire.
And that's all there is.
Still walking around, cleaning my house, praising Jesus.
Guys, what do y'all think? To us, it seemed like she could have been dropping hints.
Yeah, something's going on because who would sit there with a flyer on the refrigerator about a little boy been missing and on TikTok making TikTok? Not a cool thing.
Framing it in. Let us know what y'all think. Comment below. When they start throwing Jesus in their statements, I think they're up to something or a guilty conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
We know somebody else that does that quite often.
Yeah.
It's suspicious as hell every time they do it.
Usually, like I said, if you're religious, you don't have to sit there and say, I'm religious, I read the Bible. It's in your actions and how you act and how you speak,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm more suspicious of somebody that quotes the Bible a ton. Because I'm like, why do you keep doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Super suspicious.
Thank you for the super chat.
Jeannie. I can hold someone else's secrets forever, but when I'm guilty of something, I always tell myself eventually. Well, yeah, you probably have a conscience. A lot of us, with a conscience, it's hard to keep it in, but some of these people don't have much trouble. Like Adam Montgomery, wouldn't never bothered him.
He lived with it the rest of his life and probably never think about it and be okay.
I tell you what, though, man, all these, at least the guys on this list, all of them seem pretty, I don't know how to put it, beta to me. I don't think none of them's going to do well in jail.
Probably not. I hope they don't. Really, they shouldn't do good in jail.
I'm extremely concerned. Like, what is Trezell going to do?
Trezell, like, how does he do his arms? Like this, yeah.
Jacqueline, we got issues. I was in the shower. Things went bad.
So, their story's set from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like, there's something wrong. I was watching that interview.
I do believe she's very sick. I thought she just has a flyer because she knows he's missing from close by, but I don't think she really knows anything.
Well, maybe,
I think she was showing off her flyer, man. That shit looked crazy to me.
Or maybe she's, I don't know. She's weird. Maybe she is sick, but I don't know.
Adam Montgomery might do okay. Yeah, because he's already been in the majority of his life. But I think if the wrong type dudes maybe found out what he did, he might not be.
No, yeah. You might have a rough time.
Wish something on anybody. I'm not going to say that. But, some of these people, I've heard of, like Dahmer, what he did to young boys, people didn't take to that in jail. So, if somebody found out what he did to Harmony,
he's sick.
He is something else, man.
All of these people are sick. I don't feel bad for any of them.
And yeah, he's another one of them had a ton of charges, and you just, you can tell there's just some people you cannot rehabilitate.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Yep. The system failed Harmony, in my opinion, because they were called out to her house so many times.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the system in the big picture failed a lot of these kids, but you can't forget without Adam and Joseph, Jacqueline and Trezell and Leilani and Sarah Wondra, without them, we wouldn't be where we're at.
I learned this too. I didn't know this. Trezell, mom was in CPS, worked CPS.
Trezell's mom worked for CPS?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of
really?
Weird. Yes. Did y'all know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
He should be in segregation, shouldn't he? I don't know. Don says he was in 23-hour-a-day lockdown the whole time he was in. And they told him it was for his protection.
Yeah, I could see that for him. Because in that area...
Well, he would have been the most popular dude in that jail.
Yeah.
Everybody would have probably known who he was.
Yeah.
I can't believe Chris Watts is doing good in prison. Yeah, that's shocking, ain't it?
He has no heart, I don't think. Something's wrong with him.
Something's wrong with every one of them. But we thought we'd come on tonight and give y'all an update and just see if everybody realized all this stuff that's getting ready to go down and all this justice that's getting ready to be doled out. Because, you know, I think a lot of times we concentrate on the stuff that ain't been solved, but damn, there's a
There's
lot
a
of
movement.
a lot of people getting ready to pay for
Mhm.
some of this.
Yeah.
You know?
Gives you hope in some of these other cases, like Summers, because it took Harmony case and Michael's case a little while to get solved.
Right.
Harmony's probably longer than Michael's.
I think Harmonies gives you a lot of hope in a lot of cases because they were 2 years behind, even knowing she was
Mhm.
missing and solved it. It shows you it can happen. It just takes the right person to get their ass threatened to go to jail.
And time that goes by, you know, it all helps, plays a role.
I really hope one day they get something on somebody that knows what happened to Summer to bargain with.
Yeah, I hope so.
You know?
Yep.
That I feel like is our best chance. Maybe is
like coming forward and talking.
Somebody, yeah.
I'm sure there's hopefully more than one person knows what happened to her. You know.
Yeah.
So.
People were asking about streaming a trial. I told them we would look into that and think about it.
Yeah, if it's on TV. Yeah.
How we could go about that and make sure we're doing it right. But we keep it to an hour. That's our hour. Thanks everybody for coming.
Sorry I wasn't here only half the hour or a little less.
Yeah,
but yeah, thank you guys for coming tonight.
And I thought it was great conversation. It was good seeing everybody. I've seen people that we hadn't seen in a long time. And, you know, we appreciate everybody for coming.
We do. Thank you guys.
And after some of this justice gets doled out, we'll be back to tell you about it.
Yep. See y'all Monday.
See you Monday for everybody that could make it.